Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Macomb High School in Macomb, Illinois. It's TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH as we bring you Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Got Ben alongside. Got Rich on the camera tonight. We got all kinds of people here working tonight. And tonight, Ben, who has been doing some football color commentary for us, is going to do some play-by-play for volleyball tonight. His first time doing play-by-play for volleyball, right?
Yes. Yeah. Really, first time being a part of a volleyball broadcast with TSSR. I've done a few back at my high school, but first time doing it at some place that's not for my home team of Taylorville High School.
Taylorville, Illinois?
Mm-hmm.
We won't hold that against you.
Okay.
Ben, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right, we're going to get this set started. It's going to be the Illini West Chargers to start. And a dive by number 15, Brixley Lidewa. Probably butchered that name, but yes, an ace. Dig was no good. Chargers take an early lead.
Lidewa gives up the ace, I should say.
She almost gives up another one, but the Bombers are able to get it over. And soft spike. Is able to get the Bombers on the board.
That's LB number 8, wasn't it?
Yes,
that was
LB number 8.
So it is 1-1.
It'll be the libero for the Bombers, Miley Lavelle, set to serve.
Level,
just
so you know. That's an unfair free ball right there.
Yeah, softball hit over. It seems to be what's getting the points. It's got the Bombers their first points. It's gotten the Chargers their second. Maybe seeing some more of those as we get through. Serve is up and good. And just one hit over for the Bombers. Libero hits it over. Bump, set, spike for the Chargers. And it's going to be a little bit long. And we're back to a tie game at 2-all.
Yeah, a little hitting error. Got a little too far ahead of it for Illini West. And number 5, I believe it was, Hayden Wibble.
And we got a substitute for the Chargers, number 20, Nora DeSoto. Will come out for Carter. So serving, this time number 5, very close, being called out of bounds by the R2. And another substitution being made for the Chargers, this time number 13 coming in. Maya Torrance and Williams will come out onto the bench. Serve is over for the Chargers. Bombers with the spike over, and they will get the kill.
Another kill for LB.
I believe that's her second so far of tonight.
Having all kinds of problems. I told you I can't use this touchpad.
So now, after the kill, LB will set back to serve. Serve is over and good. Chargers had a little difficulty getting that, but able to get it over. Bombers not quite as much problem. And a powerful spike will send it out of bounds, but not after being touched by a Charger. And the Bombers are able to take I believe, the first lead so far.
Clarissa Thompson on the Sports Corner kill for the Bombers. An overpass.
Just a light tap by the Chargers, light tap again.
Free ball sent to the back row.
Spike again, too far.
That was a back row attack off the hand of Sophia Moore, the sophomore, but hit it a little long.
Macomb starting to get their lead, but as I say that, serve goes into the net, and it's still a one-score game.
I'm guessing, I can only see part of it, but I'm guessing got some of the Mudd family watching. It's Chase Mudd watching from Carthage, saying, "Let's go, Chargers."
Serve is over. A little difficulty controlling that. And a little miscommunication there by the Bombers. We'll send this back to a tie game.
Chase, are you studying for Spanish tonight?
So it'll be the Chargers trying to retake the lead with the serve.
Oh, they're going to get a chance to get it over. They hustled around, tried to make something happen, but couldn't get it done, and the Chargers retake the lead. Some hand-eye coordination, got a few touches there, Ben, but they couldn't get it over the net.
Yeah, and we've seen some difficulty controlling on the last two serves over. Bombers to get a little more control on that one. Definitely something that they need to do to get points. Get a few more points on the board anyways. Spikes over and good.
Williams again, I do believe, on the kill. Number 2, I think it is, isn't it? Nope, number 6. I was wrong. It is Clarissa Thompson this time.
That went
number
off
6.
Off the hands of Moore and just behind all the other Chargers. And again, we're still tied.
Largest lead has been 2. That was the Bombers when they led 5-3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, been a very close game so far. Seen some powerful plays by both teams. It was a dump by the Bombers. Chargers unable to get it over. And the Bombers will try to extend their lead to something more than 2. Try to get a little bit of cushion.
Yep, Thompson got the last point. Another jump serve and an ace.
Little miscommunication down there for the Chargers, and especially at this level, miscommunications is something that can really determine games and something you want to eliminate as much as possible.
From his next serve, dug up.
Chargers having a little trouble with that one as well, but still able to find the hole and get their largest lead so far of tonight.
Kill by Brixley Ladewa. And as Ben said, it's a 3-point lead.
Bombers been getting a little bit of a rally going. They don't want to speak too terribly soon. Set and weaker spikes, but still gets the job done. That was off the hands of number 17, Carter, for the Chargers.
Yeah, it was Abigail Clausen with a sports corner kill. 10-6 is the score. We'll take our first break. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to Macomb High School. Bombers lead 10-6 here in Game 1 of the JV contest.
Chargers decided to take their first time out after the Bombers extended their lead to the largest so far with 4. They're going to try to talk their players back into it, and post play, they're calling it out. Difficult to tell from basically any position aside from the line. So the timeout works and gets the Chargers back on their feet, and they're going to try to close the gap a little bit more. Serve is over, handled well by the Bombers. Handled very well by the Bombers. A stereotypical bump set spike to keep their lead at 4. Now it'll be number 14 for the Bombers.
Kate Rector coming in to serve.
Serve is good. Block by the Bombers. That was a joint effort by number 9 and number 15 for the Bombers.
Ladewa and Kenley Sloan on the block.
Serve again is good. This time, the Bombers set the spike a little bit farther back, a little bit higher to avoid the block. Bombers, though, not worried about blocks. Hits the hand of a few Chargers and just goes into no man's land.
Ladewa with another sports corner kill. She's having a pretty good run through the front row over on the left side.
Absolutely.
Right now as Rector continues to serve.
Chargers, excuse me, not able to get the spike. We'll try again. Again, we just dump it over. And a dump by the Bombers. Chargers finally able to get a spike off of that, but good dig by the Bombers to save that one. A bit of a longer rally, and it'll end up with the Chargers.
A kill for Cadence Menard, the sophomore from the right side that time.
Just sends it into the back row and able to find it before getting over the line. The Bombers have gotten a little bit of a lead so far. They're going to look to get the ball back and try to close it out. Set and spike.
Rector from the back row, the defensive specialist coming in and hitting the ball.
Dumped by the Bombers. Not quite there.
Yeah, well, that was a nice return by number 2, Sophia Moore, to get the point.
Smart play to find the players running up and you just send it into the back. Nothing too complicated, just get the easy points.
Sloan sent it across for the Bombers.
And Chargers have been able to cut the Bombers' lead down a little bit. We've got a nice little rally getting going here. Blocked by the Chargers, but recovered by the Bombers. Not all the way, though. That was a good effort by the Bombers to try and save that one, but the Chargers hit double digits.
And the lead's been cut in half, 13-10.
Jump served by the Chargers, just a little too short. Not able to get over the net. We'll have a substitution for the Bombers. As Bartlow comes in to serve. Her first serve is up, and it's over. Chargers take their time with it. Get a good spike, recovered by the Bombers. Bombers return the favor.
Out. That was Elby hitting it a little wide and a little long, out of bounds, side out back to the Chargers, down by 3 now, 14-11.
Yeah, very close spike there, but just a little bit outside. Again, from our angle, difficult to tell where that landed, but out of bounds. As that one ended up inbounds, I'm not sure.
Gracie Wibble gets the points and the ace, and it's a 2-point lead now.
Yeah,
the freshman contest was won into by the Chargers. We might point that out.
Bombers able to have a little bit more control this time. There's a weak spike. Just a good heads-up play again, just to find those holes to get some easy points by the Chargers, and I believe it's the Bombers. They're going to take their first time out as well, as the lead's been cut down to just 1.
I think it was Sophia Moore on the attack that time. It is a 1-point lead, and volleyball, as you mentioned, communication is probably one of the biggest things, but volleyball also is affected the most, it seems like, by being with momentum. If you can get some momentum and get it rolling, the Bombers had it after the timeout. Illini West kind of gathered it back in a little bit. Now the Bombers are hoping they can do the same thing after a timeout.
Yeah, and that's one of the best ways to really kill momentum is to call a timeout. You get people out of their rhythm a little bit, get the adrenaline to stop pumping and get their minds a little bit clearer. It's a good way to reset for both sides, whether the opposing team's doing well or your team's doing poorly. A timeout's one of the best ways to clear the heads of your players and get them refocused, try to gain the momentum back a little bit.
So 14-13 as we come out of the timeout. Set number 1 of the JV contest. Still back serving is number 11, Gracie Wibble. Wibble is there.
Hard spike by the Chargers, recovered by the Bombers. And they return the favor. Chargers unable to do in likeness. They're not able to recover the spike, and the Bombers are going to try to gain some momentum of their own.
Kinley Sloan gets the kill for the Bombers, the sports corner kill. She's had a decent rotation there through the front row, and now it'll be serving up for the Bombers, Miley Lovell. She gets the ace.
You see, just as we were talking about, coming out of this timeout, the Bombers have had momentum on their side so far. Only 2 points, so can't say anything definitive yet, but they've been doing pretty well coming out of the timeout. Chargers send it over.
They're going to get a chance to get it back.
It's a good save by the Bombers.
And a passing error on the far side by Elby results in a side out. It kind of got in a jousting match there, back and forth between a couple players. And Elby fell out on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, and they're going to call a illegal hit on that. Regardless, no Bomber was in the area to recover that either. Chargers recover that one nicely, return the favor.
Went outside the post is what he signaled.
Yep, and in volleyball, you got to go in between the, I guess, best way to describe it, candy cane colored
foul poles or
foul poles.
Yeah, what do they actually call those?
You know, I should probably know that as a former and going to renew my license referee, but I am not sure.
I've heard them called about 10 different things.
I always called them the antennas.
Right.
But it's not something that really comes up all that often. They rarely get hit. They rarely get gone outside of, except for what we just had here.
Ooh, that was pretty close to scream out on, but it worked out in the Bombers' favor. Mm-hmm. That was just long.
Just barely. And, you know, with the position of the ref, sometimes you got to give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit. Call what you can see, but yeah, very, very close play as the Bombers send that serve into the net.
And a side out. Those front numbers on the Illini West uniforms are not very big. They're hard to read. Mm-hmm. Anything you can do, I can do better. Sent that right into the net. And it's 19-15 Bombers. Elby going back to serve, I do believe. Ladewa coming back into the front row. Thompson is up there with her.
This time serves good, but blocked.
Ladewa sends it back across on the block. And the Bombers lead by 5.
Bombers starting to get that momentum that we saw a little bit earlier. And, you know, we started off a real back and forth game, but the Bombers have been able to pull ahead twice, this being their second time pulling ahead, and they're going to try to close it out as well.
They actually did the last time Elby was at the – oh, it was a big block by Clarissa Thompson. As Greg Phelps likes to say, stay on your side.
And the Bombers, her teammates make sure that she knows the big-time block she made. Bombers match their biggest lead so far, 6.
And an ace on an overpass out of bounds.
So they extend to their largest lead of 7.
Nice thing about volleyball, though, it's not over till you get that last point. Oh, let's serve. Punched across. Thompson. Free ball set across. Lucky they didn't get a double touch there. Oh, nice placement on the attack by number 10, Abigail Clausen, and a sports corner kill for her, and it's 23-15.
And you mentioned a double touch there. That's one of the things that's very difficult to see. Very, very difficult to call for any ref of any level.
That's off the touch.
Yep. So the Bombers will end their momentum and the rally that they had going, and the Chargers are going to try to close the gap, but it's going to be a long road ahead for them. And
Lexi Carl on the kill there for the Chargers, and it's 23-16. Got to score a bunch of points while the Bombers can only get one side out. There's a kill by Clarissa Thompson. a sports corner kill, and boy, when you get into that position, you cannot not score points when the other team in rally scoring is that close to match point or set point. Now it is set point, and Thompson goes back to serve.
Serve is over and good.
An ace.
Hard serve and an ace for the win, and the Bombers take the first set.
25-16 in set number 1. Bombers get the win in the JV contest. We'll be back in just a few minutes with set number 2. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back. You can see the student section. It's not real big yet, but it's getting there. The Bomber student section, always a good one, whether it be volleyball or basketball or football. Bombers always have a good student section. Taylorville have a good student section?
Yes, they actually do. Volleyball was one of our bigger sports. We placed, I believe, 4th my sophomore year. So they go out, they support volleyball very well, they support football very well, they support basketball very well. We've got a very good student section that makes sure to get loud, especially for big-time plays as well.
Level going back to start things off for the Bombers here in set number 2. As you can see, it was 25-16 in set 1. Ben, I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, and it started off close, kind of got a little bit farther there towards the end as the Bombers unable to save that one. The Chargers obviously want to keep this a little bit closer. If not winning this set, of course, is always going to be the end goal for this. I'd like to see them have maybe a little bit better communication, covering those holes a little bit, and seeing what they can do to win this second set, or make an attempt to at the very least.
Rector there on the serve receive, hit across by Elby. Set outside, tipped across and out of bounds. I don't think it was touched. Carl tips it out of bounds. It'll stay or go back to the Bombers, and we're tied at 1. And Ben, this is just exactly how the first game started.
Yep, started off real back and forth. The largest lead we had there for a while was only 2. A lot of back and forth. One team would score a point or 2, and then to the other side. Serve is over, and
oh, they said it was in.
Bounds.
Did that look into you?
I thought it was.
Oh, I didn't look. I was apparently not looking very close. I thought for sure it was going to be out of bounds. It's an ace for Elby, or not for Elby. Is that Elby back there? No, it's not.
Number 5,
yeah, it's
Lyles.
Lyles back there.
That one's out of bounds.
That one went a little deep, and we're tied at 2 now.
So again, starting off exactly the same as we had last time. Bombers are going to hope to end it the same as well.
Ellie Wibble back there. Is that number 9 serving? Can't read
tell.
the number. Elby on the attack. Dug up in the back row. Outside. It's going to come.
Another impressive dig. And free ball over by the Bombers. Spike return by the Chargers. Bombers going to try to recover. They are able to. Dump by the Chargers. Chargers are going to try again. Send it over the block. One and a dump. And Bombers players running into each other, and they're not able to recover this time. The Chargers will take their lead.
Andrea Ratterman just sent me a message. Ben, it's supposed to be your job to spell check my stuff. We got Bombers misspelled in the graphic. I'm going to leave it to you. What's the score?
Score is 2-3 in favor of the Chargers. Make that 3-3. As the block made by the Bombers ties it up.
You know what's really funny about that? Well, it's not funny. Is back to serve. Is that LB serving now?
I believe so.
Number 8, it is?
Yes.
What I was going to say is really funny about that, Andrea, is that was misspelled the whole last game. Because I don't think it was changed since the Monmouth-Roseville game.
Chargers with a powerful spike, able to be recovered by the Bombers. They send an equally powerful spike back over. Recovered by the Bombers in a dump, but recovered. Set spike blocked. Sits on the net a little bit, gives the Chargers a little bit of time to process it. From the back row, sent a little bit too far, was LB's spike there. It goes out of bounds. We're tied up again, 4-4. A little bit of a wild recovery by the Bombers, but they are able to recover it and get the point there.
5-4 Bombers, I think. Yeah.
Yes, 5-4 Bombers. Bomber serve is up, hits the net, and finds its way to the floor. Bombers take a 2-point lead.
A let serve. I hate let serves. You like let serves? I think they should be illegal. If let serves are legal, you should be able to block the serve. That's my belief. For whatever that's worth.
I can get that.
Ladewa on the kill for the Bombers. A sports corner kill for her. And it's 7-4.
Again, we're looking very similar to the last set. Very back and forth to start, and then Bombers pulling away towards the middle. Soft spikes. We had a Charger run into the net, number 16 for them, Robertson. Is unable to stop her momentum, runs into the net, and gives the Bombers a 4-point lead. Serve is good again for the Bombers, as the Chargers are going to try to bring back some points, try to stay alive in this game. It's
nice.
Still early though.
Bump set by Lyles there to keep that alive at the net. Now there's a little joust session at the net, and it's won by the Chargers. I believe number 13 on the overpass kill. Ned Eckert might be watching at home, and he's one of those likes to say Maya Torrance was hungry, feeding the bear on those overpasses like that. And getting a kill there, so it's a side out, much needed side out.
Chargers set to serve, and it is good. Dig saved by the Chargers and sent a little far. Bombers not convinced it was going to go out. Chargers unable to get a spike on that one. Gonna settle for the dump. And big block by the Chargers, unfortunately sent out of bounds. As the Bombers will make a substitution with their 4-point lead.
Rector back in to serve again for the Bombers. Her team up by 4.
Serve is beckoned. Serve is up. Serve is good.
Oh, they're going to get it across. What a job to stick with it. Now the Bombers doing the same. It's tipped back across. Another overpass. Now it's dug up. Finally, I set out to Ladewa, and they're going to send it across. I don't know if they had 3 hits or not. They didn't call it, so we'll go with it. Level to Lyles, tipping it across. Outside. Dug by Rector. Tipped across by Lyles. And another chance to get it. No, they can't do it. 3 times was not the charm.
Yep, on that first time that we thought one of the touches was created as a block, which does not count as one of your 3 hits. So they got the chance to send it over that first time, but not that second time. Very, very good back and forth rally there. And Bombers take a 5-point lead. And a double hit getting called. And Bombers are starting to run away with this one a little bit.
Subs coming in for the Chargers. Number 3, Maya Shutwell coming in for Sophia Moore. Number 2, 3 for 2. Is Moore, very solid middle. Is Hey, you just came in the game. I'm going to olay you and let you try to dig that up. Holy smokes. Out of bounds. Oh, it was touched? Oh, in the net. In the net, number 30. Is that what he had up? 20?
Number 3.
3. So it was Maya Shutwell. Maya Shutwell wasn't in the net. She's in the back row.
Maybe I saw it wrong then. I'm not sure.
I thought I saw a 3-0. It must have been, I don't know what it was, 1-0 maybe? An ace right there. It's 13-5, and Rector is still serving. She served a bunch of points in the first set as well. And a timeout charged to the Chargers, down by 8. And the Bombers opened that first set up late, and they opened it up by 4 or 5 points, 6 points here, but they're already up to 8 here early in this one. They've really taken charge of set 2.
Yeah, and we've only seen 2 timeouts called so far, and in both instances it benefited the team calling it, but the Bombers have all the momentum on their side. They've of course got the set to fall back on if they absolutely need to, but it's going to be very difficult for the Chargers to make it back in this set and for this match as well. The Chargers, don't get me wrong, he's been putting forth a good effort, but they've just had a few mistakes that have been costly for them that the Bombers have been able to fill up coming into the second set as opposed to what we've seen in the first set, and I haven't quite been able to see the same from the Chargers yet.
That setter gets in the net right there. Just barely touched the net. Number 9, that is Ellie Wibble.
So again, you're just talking about some of those mistakes that can cost them points. Getting into the net is one of those. And the Chargers will catch a break as the serve is sent into the net.
Sometimes timeouts don't allow you to get momentum yourself. Sometimes it takes the momentum away from the other team. She got the next serve over, but the second one would not for Rector, and now it's going to be the Chargers with a chance to try to reel things back in. But already every service becomes a little more important down by 8, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And really trying to make a comeback is a lot more difficult than trying to maintain a lead.
Ladewa, another big sports corner kill, and she says, well, this service isn't going to be where you start to come back.
Yeah, coming back in any game, and doesn't necessarily have to be sports, is always so difficult. You've got it in your mind that every mistake is one closer to you guys losing, as opposed to maintain that lead where, giving up a point maybe isn't as costly, the lead closes a little bit, sure, but you've already got a pretty sizable lead to fall back on if you need to.
Bartlow into serve. And that's a kill for Moore. Sophia Moore back in to play the front row, and she gets a side out for the Chargers.
That's one of the best ways to gain momentum, making a big play. Not only get yourself hyped up a little bit, it also gets your team hyped up a little bit. We'll see if it's able to stick with them.
Gracie Wibble back to serve, number 11.
Big spike by the Bombers, recovered though by the Chargers. They'll return the favor.
Rector there. And trouble, they're going to call a lift, aren't they? Yep. Trouble on the block. When that block starts to go down between you and the net, your instinct is to reach out and hit it. And as a official, that's 9 times out of 10 going to be called lift, right?
There is a way to do it, to not do a lift, but when you're going purely off reaction, most of the time you're going to get called on a lift for that.
Especially when you're using an open hand, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, nice dig to send it back across. And not that time, though, as Clarissa Thompson sends it across for the Sports Corner kill. And it's 17-7. Largest lead of the match, period, now at 10.
Yeah. And the timeout hasn't exactly been working too much in favor of the Chargers. It's gotten the Bombers to stumble a little bit, but they've been able to maintain their lead pretty well so far.
Lovell sent that one sailing out the back, and it'll be a side out. I believe it's number 16 back serving, Callie Robertson.
Blocked by the Chargers, but...
And Lyles is going to try the left-handed attack. She is a setter, but she's in the front row, so she can do that. But she got the left hand out a little too far, and it's a point again for the Chargers.
Bombers able to recover this one fairly cleanly. Get one over. Chargers up in the net, not able to get it over. And those are always awkward positions when you're trying to avoid the net but trying to get the ball over the net. A lot of times you're either not going to get the ball over the net or you're going to run to the net yourself. Very difficult situations for any player of any level.
Lyles serves that one into the net. So a service error results in a side out. Going back to serve for the Chargers, going to be number 2, Sophia Moore. She had Shutwell come in to play defense for her during her last rotation through the back. But she's here to serve again. Jump serve, dug by Lovell. Bump set, outside on the attack for the Bombers. And ultimately getting a kill, number 4, that is Mackenzie Holtz. A Sports Corner kill for Holtz. And the Bombers with Elby serving, going back to serve. Their team back up by 9 again.
We've got substitutions being made for both sides.
Moore goes out. Shutwell comes in for the Chargers. Ladewa back in for Bartlow. And that was just a little long off the hand of Elby.
Yep, smart decision by the Chargers to let that one go. It can be, especially when you're trying to make a comeback, it can be very easy just to take those ones to ensure that it's not going to be in. But they were pretty sure about that one and end up getting a point because of it.
Alana McFadden in for the Bombers, replacing Elby after she served. Chargers down by 8, need to start making some runs. Here's a let serve, punched across by Lyles. Level there on the serve receive. Thompson sends it across. That's going to be pushed across and down. A kill for Lexi Carl. And it's down to a 7-point lead.
Able to find that gap on the soft hit over. Bombers players were tried to make the dig, but not able to come up with it.
That is out. Oh, it's in. It landed on the line. Ladewa was right there, but thought it was out of bounds.
Chargers starting to find their footing a little bit, but maybe a little too late. But again,
Thompson hit that one a little long. They're calling a touch. It was out of bounds, but it was touched. It still nearly landed in bounds.
Yep,
The side out.
That's the R2 making that call there.
R2 being the down official. R1 is the up official, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And a service error by Thompson. Lovell will come in for her. Chargers back to serve again, down by 6. But every service becomes a little more treacherous for the Chargers. Dug up on the attack from Sloan. Now this is going to be an overpass. It's touched and just missed timing. It was Nora DeSoto as she jumped up and missed it, and then her friends behind her, including, can't tell if that's number 6 or number 5 over there. Wibble, I believe. It could be Carl, though, as it's a side out.
Yeah, a little surprised there wasn't any lift or illegal hit called. Very close, a subjective call, but ends up not mattering in the end.
Ladewa off the block, dug up by DeSoto. Back out to DeSoto it comes. Dug up by Ladewa, and Lyles couldn't get there. It's a point for the Chargers, and they've got it to 6 at 21-15.
A little miscommunication there, but Bombers still have enough of a lead to try to get their setter over there to make a bigger play.
Kylie Williams into serve, I believe, number 10. Moore back in the front row for the Chargers. Leaves that one short. Lyles going to back set to Ladewa. She pushes it down the line, and a one-arm dig attempt by Carl goes for naught, and it is a side out back to the Bombers.
We've seen the Chargers been able to make a few good digs, a few good saves with them, but not on this attempt. The Bombers will be 3 points away from setting this game out.
Macy Bartlow into serve, 22-15. As the scoreboard didn't update.
Big spike by the Chargers. Bombers, nice dig by the Chargers, but unable to recover.
Kenley Sloan gets the sports corner kill. And it's 23-15.
2 points away from sealing this one. Bomber serve is over, up near the net. Blocked by the Bombers.
Kenley Sloan with a big block.
Will be game point for the Bombers.
This could be game, set, match, right? Here's it short again. More trouble. Moore on the attack. Rector went down to get it. Lovell's going to send a free ball backwards. It's going to be a free ball sent across by Elby on the far side. Now a free ball is going to be returned by DeSoto. Rector, Lyles outside. Elby down and in. And the Bombers get the sports corner kill from Josie Elby, and they win set 2, 25-15, which makes it 25-16, 25-15 if my memory serves me correctly.
Yep, that sounds about right. So pretty similar scores throughout both games. We saw some pretty good efforts by both teams. The Bombers had a little bit more comfortable of a game in the second set than the first one, but able to win them both fairly cleanly for this JV matchup.
Well, that'll do it here from Macomb High School for the JV contest. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the varsity contest in just a few minutes. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Thanks for watching. Again, about 15 minutes. We'll be back.
At Western Illinois University.